I'm actually not going to choose any of these at the moment because we're going to look up Despater because I think I'm going the way of Despater. I think I like the idea of doing that, so we're going to hold on to that for a second. All right, background I believe is done because we grab skill, we grab tools, we grab equipment, we grab the feature. Gone. We have the Paladin, all the first level features are thrown onto the character, the equipment, skills, all that stuff thrown onto the character. Good to go there. Health points, everything. I think first level character is done. Cool. Channel Divinity comes in later on, so yay. All right, fighting style was level 2. Spellcasting came in at level 2. Spellcasting, do I just get access to all spells or a certain number of them? Prepared is equal to Charisma modifier plus half your Paladin level. Rounded down, so it's Charisma, I get all that. So it's just you have the full list in front of you, which is very typical. Cool. Divine Smite. So Divine Smite, when you hit a creature, you can expend in more or less the spell slot D, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So let's throw this on here. Divine Smite. Class. We're going to call this Divine Smite. Boop. And we're just going to leave that as it is right now. Because it looks pretty. I can worry about adding in the macro later on. Because I think I can do triggered macros. In that area. I don't remember if I can or not. So fighting style is done. Then we're going to go Divine Health and Sacred Oath. Skip Sacred Oath for a moment and just go to Divine Health. You're immune to disease, but not necessarily magical disease, because there are ones that can get around that. Just means you can have all the sex that you want without having to worry about things. Class. I said Divine Disease. Wow. Wow. Health. That was... wow. Remember the old days when there was the anti-paladins that could actually spread disease? It was super cool. I was a fire genocide jeweler. That's pretty cool. I like the idea of playing jewelers as characters. Obviously, I'm a little racist, so I like to play gnomish jewelers. Sue me, okay? I like gnomish jewelers. Leave me alone. Sacred Oath. We'll get to that in a second. Channel Divinity. Your oath allows your divinity. We're going to get to that afterwards, as I said. So it's ability score improvement. We'll get to that in a second as well. And 5th level gets you the extra attack. So we just know that we get 2 attacks. Yay. So I guess we have to choose the Sacred Oath and then go back to ability score improvement. Spells are going to be 4 and 2. Which should auto do over here. It does. Thank you, boys. All right, now we're going to go to Sacred Oath. The suggestion was Oath of Conquest. Douse the flame of hope. It is not enough to merely defeat an enemy in battle. Your victory must be so overwhelming that your enemies' will to fight is shattered forever. A blade can end a life. Fear can end an empire. Yay! I love the idea they get Armor of Agathis, Command, Hold Person, Spiritual Weapon. Armor of Agathis is a big, like... whoever the DM is, I'll obviously force them to allow me to do fire damage instead of ice damage. Though I don't know, ice damage might be a cool little twist on the fire thing. So Conquering Strike. So here's my Channel Divinity. You have the 2 abilities. So let's grab both of these. Copy. Come back over here. This is going to look like shit when I put them in. So this first one is going to be called... oop, stop. Conquering Strike. So... pull away. It's called Conquering Strike. You get it from class. You get it from Channel Divinity. And God, I hate how bad this works. So annoying, but that's okay. I will deal with it for a moment. Oop, there we go. I can deal with this later. I get so annoying when I have to do this. I always fix these for my characters, but I hate doing it like on stream when I'd rather be focusing on other things. You know what I mean? Alright, we'll worry about that again. We'll worry about that later on.
So that's good enough as is. And we're going to come down here and get Guided Strike. And cut. Go up to here. How do you look? Terrible. Fix that later on. Alright, close you up. Close you up. Grab the next one. Paste. Scroll up. Cut. Let's see. The class Guided Strike is going to be a Channel Divinity. Close that up. Come back over here. I don't get Aura of Conquest yet, which is super cool. I'm just going to grab these spells. I'm going to copy and paste that over here, just so I don't forget them. Come back to Paladin. Just got to remember my Channel Divinity, how often I get to do it. So Channel Divinity, which is right here, your Oath allows you to, each Channel Divinity is an option to, when you get Channel Divinity as an option, finish short long rest. Wait, when you use your Channel Divinity, what is it, once? I thought there was a way to expand. So don't you get more Channel Divinities later on or something? Because... what, do you only get one early on, then it expands later on? Because this isn't telling me how often you get it. I thought it started off at 1 and it goes beyond that. Your Oath allows you to channel divine to feel magic on each of your options, provides blah, blah, blah. When you finish a short or long rest, it gets more Oath of Devotion, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it doesn't even say. Bastards. That's weird. That's weird. Maybe they only get it once. Maybe clerics get it more than once, and paladins only get it once. Okay. Weird. So we'll go over here, and we're going to put in this thing over here. Channel Divinity. 1. I guess that's all we get for now. Worry about the rest later on. Paladin. Maybe check the PHU, but there is a revised Oath of Conquest. Revised after this one? Okay, let's Google it. Revised Oath of Conquest. There we go. Zelda Master. What's up, Zelda? Circle of the Shepherd, Cavalier, Oath of Conquest. We already read all that garbage. They actually took away... oh, no, Aura of Agathis is still here. Cool. So it's Oath Spells, which we already knew, and Channel Divinity, which you already knew you got. Aura of Conquest, you already knew you got. So it's Conquering Presence. So the guide is the same. Conquering Presence. You can channel the fear. Anyone that sees within 30 feet of you. I think the other one is a melee attack, whereas this one is within 30 feet of you. So that's the difference. I'm pretty sure that's the difference between the two. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, this one's already the +10. This one's also the +10. And the rest of them are probably the same. Didn't really matter to me anyways. So I actually like this one better. So we're going to do that. This one, what is it? Conquering Presence it's called. I think the other one was called the same thing too. No, it was called Conquering Strike. So we're going to have to change the whole bit. Change the whole darn thing. Boop. God, that looks awful. Conquering Presence. Cool. Really hate how they it made Favored Soul less powerful. I agree with you. Favored Soul came out less powerful, but it also made it more fair. Because the other one, they just gave Favored Soul way too many spells. Now they just gave them way too many spell options. It's a lot more fair. I don't disagree with it. All right, let's keep going. So Conquering Presence is gone. Go back to Paladin. Applied. It's Conquest, which you should probably actually write somewhere. Sacred Oath. Let's just write Oath Conquest. Because who uses experience points? Let's be serious. Who uses experience points? Background, we decided to go with Inquisitor. I bet the Aura of Conquest is. Sadly, this character is only level 5, so he's not going to be able to get to that ability quite just yet. All right, we'll worry about spells momentarily, so we can finish that up. But now, level 4 allowed us to increase ability scores or grab a feat. Do we have any suggestions for a feat that this guy should take? Do we have a suggestion for a feat that this guy should take? Let's look at the stats. No feat is going to give him the stat boost. Is going to get him the rest of the way to increasing one of his attributes higher. So you have to have a feat that gives him a actor. That's pretty funny. Do I have magic items? It's a good choice. Good question, Varys. At the moment, no. I'll think about that in a moment. Let's just finish kind of plowing through this stuff. So, Acrobat, Alchemist, Alerts, Animal Handler, no. I mean, I'm not a Tiefling. Blade Mastery, I always love this one. This one's always so cool to me. If you're not going to be using your reactions for anything. Excuse me. This one's a very, very cool one to take. The idea of having opportunity attacks, so if you're a Paladin of Conquest, and the fact that you can have advantage on smacking somebody down to try to run away, +1 to attack rolls on your swords. I mean, that's amazing. Let's keep moving. Brawny, Burglar, Charger, Critter. No. Nope. Dragon. No. I'm sorry if I'm scrolling through these quickly. I'm just not going to stop at anything that's not worth my even looking at. Elemental Adept. I mean, Elven Empathetic. Empathetic for this guy? No. Fell Hands. No. Fey. No. Flail. No. Tiefling. No. Grappler. Inspiring leader instead of inspiring allies through motivation, inspire them through fear. I like the thematic of it. Zelda. That's a really cool idea. Heavily armored. This is always a useful... No, not heavily armored. Heavy armor mastery. This is always a useful one. Being able to take that old school DR3 is just amazing. It is non-magical only, but that still works in fights against most people. And this character is the kind of character that kills people. So, useful. Let's keep going. So, obviously, heavily armored is immediately on my list. Historian, human, no. Inspiring leader, I like the idea of this. 10 minutes to do the whole fear bit is wicked cool. I like that. Investigator is super cool because the whole idea is he's really good at investigating, hunting down people and killing them. Adding double my proficiency to investigation checks is wicked cool because that gives me a +6 instead of a +3. So that gets me up to a 7. Nifty. So I'll leave that as the top 3 so far. Sentinel is absolutely ridiculous. Savage Attacker. Let's keep going and come across these. Lightly Armored, Linguist, Lucky, Mage Slayers, of course, fun. Magic Initiates is cool for expanding your spells. Martial. Anytime I play a character that focuses on melee combat, I like Martial Adept. I just do. I like that even if you only get the 1 superiority die, having that option can be it can really, really make or break a game, especially if you have a DM that uses short rests at least once a day, bare minimum once a day, so useful. All right, Medic, Medium, Menacing, Mobile, Moderate, Naturalist, Observant, Orcish Aggression, Orcish Fury, Perceptive, Performer, Polearm Mastery, Prodigy, Quick-Fingered, Quick Smithing, Resilient, Ritual Caster, Savage Attack, and once per turn, when you roll damage roll, you can reroll the damage and use either of the totals. Because I'm just rolling 2d8 or 2d10 and taking the higher. I mean, you could argue that if you're casting Smite, it works for that one too. You could try to make that argument and see if your DM allows that. That's all up to DM. The Sentinel, when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, its speed becomes 0 for the rest of its turn, so it can't run away. Creatures with attack of opportunity, even if they take the disengage action, which is nice for cutting them down so they can't run away. And when a creature with melee range makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against that creature. Sentinel is super useful. Erin Rinson, she's done the Sentinel Polearm Master character before, and I absolutely loved it. I tried to convince her to make that for an upcoming character she'll be playing in an upcoming campaign. She decided not to. Servo crafting. What? Ollie, Google this. We need to talk about this. Ollie, Google this now. We need to talk about it. Sharpshooter, shield mastery. I wish shield mastery was better than it is, but it's not. It's just not. It should be like a bonus action, add +2 to your AC sort of a thing. It just doesn't. Silver-tongued, skilled, skulker, spear mastery, spell sniper, squad levelness, stealthy, survivalist, Verf Neblin, tavern brawler, theogen. No. I mean, thaumaturgy is useful because I don't get cantrips beyond what did I get from my produce flame. And that gives you thaumaturgy as well. Super useful. Detect good and evil. Super useful. Gives you double in religion. Super useful. Warcaster is a huge thing because I'm going to be having a shield in one of my hands. And this requires, you can perform somatic components, even though Warcaster is actually almost like a requisite to being a paladin. Wondermaker, Wood Elf Magic. Yeah, fixes issue of low dex saves. I mean, I feel like the shield is useful because I do intend to be a shield, sword and board guy. Where are you, shield fighter? Shield master. So if you take the attack action on your turn, you can use your bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. So it's like you can push people back, which is nice. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC to your dexterity saving throw, making spells against. Useful. If you are subjected to an effect that allows dexterity saving throw, you take only half damage. You can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw. Into position shield between yourself and the source of effect. Again, all that stuff is useful. I like it. So I kind of am feeling the inspiring one with the theme was wicked cool. But I don't see him as having very many allies. You know what? It would have been better if we went the knight with retainer thing and having those people around. God forbid they got attacked in combat. We don't. So I'm going to nix away that one. I like shield mastery. I like warcaster. I like the sword one I mentioned before. And what was the last one that somebody had suggested that was I really liked? I'm sorry if this is dizzying because I'm going so fast. What was the other one somebody had suggested? Sentinel. Hey, what's up, Alyssa? How you doing? The ladies are still outside watching Scream. When that's over, if they're still awake, they're totally going to pop and Scream too. But it's going to rain tomorrow, so I have to take down the huge screen that I have outside, and then it won't be up again for at least another week or two. Once you get into winter, we won't be able to do it as much anyways. Yeah. Sentinel was good. Shield Bearer. So Shield Bearer, Sentinel, or Warcaster. I'm gonna nix out Warcaster. That's fine. I'll just deal with the negative effects of not having it. Shield Bearer or Sentinel. God, I love Sentinel. I love Shieldmaster. I should have gone human. You know what? It's a theme of mine. Everybody knows it's a theme of mine. I am a person that focuses more on characters that survive things than characters that kill things. That's my thing. That's just how I am. I'm gonna go Shieldmaster. How else have I survived as a Paladin of Despater till 5th level? I'm gonna go Shieldmaster. Done. I'm doing it. All right, let's go down here. Let's throw it on here. Shieldmaster. Where did I get it from? Feat, source type, 4th level, and then we go bam. And did it do me a favor of breaking it down into bullet points? It did not. All right. So, if you were subjected to an effect, take no damage. Let's give that a try. Looks great. What's up, Muffin? How you doing? I think you've been here for a while, and I never even said hi to you. You survived by accusing those who doubt your... Nice. Nice. Really got to get myself into a Dark Heresy game at some point. Really got to get myself into one. Okay, so we grabbed all 5 levels worth of abilities. We threw them all over here. We didn't do the health points, so we totally got... Do we take average or do we roll? I'll let you be the judge. I usually roll. Do we take the average or do we roll for health? I'm assuming rolling 4d10 is going to be the way we go. Let me know. Either way, I'm going to add 8 health points for just 4 more levels of +2 con. That is not math. Let's go to 8 health points. I always make it mem. When you decide, that's it. You're stuck with that decision for the rest of your character's career. So you make the decision at level 2, and then you're stuck with it. That's actually a ruling I have as a DM. I did roll for stats, so it would be appropriate to roll for this as well. Spells. To add those on there. All right. Roll. That's not royal. Roll 4d10. Here we go. Cross your fingers for me. I rolled under average. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. 21 extra health points gets me to 41. Okay. There. Ooh, hello. There we are. All right, let's keep going. Spells. As my race, I get the spells Burning Hands and Produce Flame. So you got to throw those up in here. Produce Flame. Thank you. Over here, I need Burning Hands. Burning Hands. Thank you. And then what other spells did I auto get? It was, I know Armor of Agathis isn't even an option, which is a little frustrating, but you work with what you got and be happy that those ones work. I mean, I'll check it just to see if I'm wrong and things changed. Let's see, at 5th level, you get Hold Person Spiritual Weapon. Hold Per. So Hold Person's 2nd level spell. Wait, no. Yeah, Hold Person's 2nd level spell. And what was the other one again? It was Spiritual Weapon. Spiritual Weapon. Hold on. Open you up. Spiritual Weapon. Bam. Did you add con modifier? I most certainly did add con modifier. I added it beforehand. That's why it was 20 plus 21. I did add it on there. You don't have to open that, Delric. Just put it on the character sheet. Oh, that's funny. Did they change that? Because you used to have to open it. Oh, and there we go, doing it again. Armor of Shadows, item. Let's collapse item so I don't have to look at it. Yep, Armor of Agathis still isn't here. So let's go Armor of Agathis. I'm just going to have to grab all of you, like we always do. Oop, hello. Copy, it's Abjuration. So I'm going to go down here, paste, and then cut, paste. Don't care about those. We already know what level and spell it is. Casting time, 1 action. Self. VSM, and it's a cup of water, which might change if I reflavor it. Duration is 1 hour. I love the fact that it's not concentration. Go away. Oh, they added an innate feature. I didn't realize that they added that beforehand. That's cool. And then grab the at higher levels part, move that away. And let's go here. And we'll add boop boop to make it look prettier. When you actually cast it, go boop boop. And then over here, same thing, couple of boop boops. And we'll collapse you and cast you to see how you look. Casting at what level? Oh, it also auto does that for you. I don't have to add that. I don't have to add that friggin' macro anymore. Hello. That's super useful. I used to have to add the macro. When I cast at 5th level, it does the same thing. So I do still have to add the macro to see what's going on there. Cup of blood. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, I hope this character somehow ends up as level 7 because Aura of Conquest is one of my favorite Oath features overall. I hope so as well. Let's see. I think I'll just take a 10. Nice. Nice. Do you remember the old days where it was 3.5 Psionic Focus Psionic characters could just take a 15? Just expend Psionic Focus to take a 15 on mental-based stats. That was always super nice. All right, let's see. What other... I can have only so many memorized. I believe Command Armor... And isn't that how it works with Paladin? Because again, I've never made a Paladin. I believe your spells that you get as your class feature are automatically always memorized. You don't have to worry about that. So where is Sacred Oath, Oath of Devotion? Where are you, level 3? Are you going to tell me about spells? Each of those says once you gain access to these spells, you always have it prepared. Exactly. They don't count against the limit. That's what I thought. So let's go over here to Paladin Spells. 5e Paladin Spells. Where is... There we go. So first level spells, I currently have 0 out of 4 taken because this one is technically a racial one. Burning Hands once a day because it is a racial spell. Let's give that a try, see how it looks. Oh, they did it that way. I don't like to do it that way. I like to do it as a spell card. Where are you? I like to do it as a spell card and then add my macros in there so it looks better. There you go. And it says action. There you go. Once a day. It says it right there. Cool. All right. Psionic's so broken. I played a dude who figured out infinite Psionic power points, so it became quite boring. Oh, you're talking about 3.5 Psionics? Is that what you're talking about? Searing Smite seems obvious. I have to agree with you. Let's actually see if we can find our Smite spells. And of course, Branding Smite is the only one here. Of course. So we're going to go pull up Searing Smite over here. We get 4. So Searing Smite is 1. Divine Favor. Remind me, I think it's just plus chance to hit. No, it's extra damage in this version. In the old school, it was chance to hit. We'll add that on there, though. Cure Wounds. And I love Bless. To me, Bless is just such like an important one. Wrathful Smite sounds so important, but Protection from Good and Evil. You got to take those protection abilities. You really have to. You got to take the protection ones. You get 4 preps, not 4. I know that, Plex. I'm just only adding 4 onto the sheet because I don't feel like going through all of them. I'm just adding the 4 onto the sheet that I'm going to have prepped, and if I want to change it in the future, I just add more on as I switch out the ones that are prepped. Just makes things easier for me as a PC/DM. All right, Searing Smite has to be added on this obnoxious way, but we'll do it. Bam. Okay, level 1 evocation. I'll totally change that. So thank y'all. Cut. Evo. Paste. Casting time. 1 bonus action. What? Ranged self. Verbal only, which is good because of the whole shield shenanigans we were talking about beforehand. This is up to 1 minute, so it is concentration. And where's at higher levels? Cut and paste that garbage as well. Paste. And here we are. Thank you. Close that. Next one was Divine Favor. I'm going to drop this one over here. And it works! Hey, look at that. Next one's Bless. After that is going to be Protection from... you have to spell protection right for it to work, though. And stop doing typos. Get rid of monsters. Get rid of items. Spells. Okay. It's weird. I say get rid of monsters. Get rid of items. Let's go into spells. P. Protection from Good and Evil. Yay! Don't forget second level spells. Oh, I have not. I get to have 2 of those. And wouldn't Bane be better? I don't like Bane as a spell. I just am kind of anti-Bane. It used to be it used to be a nifty-ish. It's always been garbage. I used to kind of like it before as like an area of effect that would take place in like people's weapons or like enchantments. But I don't know. Bane's always been bad for me.
Ever since Bane sounded like this, I've not liked the spell as much or anything named that way.
Aid branding smite is huge for someone that hunts people down and kills them. Find steed. To my horse. Locate object. Oh, zone of truth. Zone of truth sounds great for an inquisitor. Branding smite in the zone of truth. Something tells me branding smite's not going to be there, but we'll check. Zone of truth. I like Shield of Faith as well. And if I remember correctly, let me just check that. Shield of Faith, is that a concentration? It is. And the problem with that is it's concentration, and you have a lot of smite spells that are concentration spells. So when you have that, it makes things they don't mesh well together. You know what I mean? And then that was what, smite? Oh, branding smite's the one that's on here. Yay. Cool. All right, let's clean these up because it looks like garbage. Armor of Agathis up top. Bless above burning. Protection above searing. Divine favor way up. Oh, no, just right there. It's up a smidge. So double check. A, B, C, D. Awesome. Currently my daughter's favorite song. If you understood how many times a day I sang the ABCs, like, I'm not even joking, at least 15 times when she goes to bed. Daddy, ABCs. Daddy, ABCs. Okay, here we go. All right. That gets rid of all of those. Cool. All right, we're almost done with this character. Personality traits. Takes everything way too seriously until he realizes it wasn't meant to be. Yep. Not one of those like what's his face from my brain's not working here. Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's like, oh, what is it? Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. Oop. Not like that serious, but serious enough that he doesn't. It's like he just assumes words said have a lot of thought behind them. He doesn't like. It's one of those things. If you say like, oh, I hate peanut butter, he just assumes that when you say you hate peanut butter, like you legitimately hate it because something has happened in your life to cause you. And then he realizes, oh, you're just saying the word hate like I dislike. Okay. All right, moving on. Next personality trait, because you always have to have 2. You should go later on. Yeah, Wrathful Smite is good, but I do like the idea of branding. Whoa, hello. Phone call. That's funny. My wife is calling me. I'm just going to text her back and say, streaming. All right. Ideals. I have to pause you for a second. Excuse me. So sorry about that. My wife was locked out of the house for a moment. All good to go. All right. Here we go. Ideals. Let's see. Do we have any suggestions? I don't think this guy would use Zone of Truth. No. You got to use Zone of Truth because then you can catch somebody in a lie and torture them for it. You know what I mean? All right. Well, there we go. Ideals. An ideal. Ideal of him. You know what? I think because I'm not going to take. I didn't even choose my two other skills yet. I'm not going to take deception. I think an ideal of his is he actually genuinely tells the truth. So an ideal of his is he honors the truth. Oh, there we go. Willing to spare those that give it sparingly. Unless they are of his faith. What are of his faith? Because Despaders are all about secrets. We'll spare those that give it willingly. So, if you are of Despader and you easily give away the truth, you die. If you are somebody that tells the truth completely openly, you'll probably get tortured to discover that that's true, but he'll let you live. Tortured, but he'll let you live. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, he still have his funds. Flaws, I'm going to say overly honest. Overly honest. Despises lies. Not Despader's lies, though. Bond? Ooh, what's his bond and what's his other personality trait? Got to come up with these. Other personality trait and his bond. Okay, so let's look up Despader really quickly. I think it may be Despator. Nope, it's Despater. So, Despader, this is just a really quick wiki link. It's actually probably one of the saddest wiki links I've ever seen in my life. This is horrible. Oh, it's because it's Forgotten Realms wiki. Alright, he Archdevil, Nine Hells, Lord of the Iron City of Dis, paranoid and reclusive, he never leaves his inner sanctum, always stoic, emotionless, and expressionless. He remains this way constantly, even in the heat of battle. Let's go Pathfinder wiki. It's not going to be exactly the same, but close enough. Devil of the Despader, Iron Lord, Father of Dis, the first king. Appears as a majestic 7-foot-tall figure with rust-red skin, 4 horns. I mean, No, that's also Pathfinder. So, I mean, the whole idea of Despader, here's some old school stuff. This is some good stuff. Oh, no, that's terrible stuff. Not even details there. So, I think what is his bond? Domain trickery. What is his bond? What is his? I don't even know. Like, it could be one of those things where, if you reflavored his shield as an offhand weapon, like a crisp blade, the wavy blade instead, that was the weapon that he was tortured with when he was forced to tell the truth and brought into the fold of the small sect of Despader worshippers that he's a part of. You know what I mean? What's his bond? I could do that. What is his bond? His bond could be the actual small... Okay, so why don't we make the bond be his group, his small sect of people that worship Despater, the Truth Seekers. What are they actually going to be called? We can't just call them the Truth Seekers. My word is my bond. Funny. So, what is the name of the sect of people that he's a part of for Truth Seekers? And also, I do have to roll for my trinket. So let's go D&D 5e trinket. So I have to roll, what is it, D8s to find out which table and then roll from there. That's right. That's right. That is how it is done. So we go roll 1d8. Boom. It's an 8. And then we roll 1d100. 84 on the 8th table. Where are you? Table 8, 84. A gold nugget. Oh no, gold nuggets. Oh, if you were somebody that watches Lost Initiative, you know what that is. A gold nugget that merchants never seem to want to buy. You remember one merchant in particular who mumbled something about a curse after attempting to sell it to him. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the goddamn nugget. It is the nugget. I swear to you, I did not come up with that nugget idea off of this. I swear to you, I did not do that. That is not a thing. That did not come from here. It's just that, remember the curse of the nugget is it won't go away. Like it can't. Apparently the curse is IRL as well because it is stuck with me. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is amazing. All right, moving on. The bond, what we're gonna name D&D Wiki is generally to be avoided. Nah, I'm fine with D&D Wiki. It doesn't bother me. And I'm fine with it being a non-standard trinket table. It's fun for me to be able to grab more things. I will have to tell Strippin about it tomorrow evening. So anyways, what is the name of the organization that worships Despater that seeks the truth? Let's see, the Forked Tongue. No. That would be cool though, because Despater is all about like the serpent. Serpent's one of his details. If all worshippers of Despater, of this sect, worshippers of Despater, have a forked tongue, because you literally, as part of joining this sect, they take like a burning hot knife and they shove it through your tongue and they cut it open, like searing the wound shut and cutting it at the same time. But because of the fact that I happen to be a fire genocide, I'm resistant to fire. And so when they did that to me, the fire did not seal my wound, and I probably bled like a mother effer because it just didn't seal as well as it would for other people. And I probably almost died just during the initiation process. And that's probably one of the reasons why I'm like so like devoted to this. Yeah. This is cool. So I'm going to have to do this. Yeah. Yeah. One hell of a lisp. Oh, that seriously would be lots of fun to play this guy with a lisp. I'd be like, all right, guys, listen, are you telling me the truth? Because I really need to know the truth. This is super important. I don't know if I could, I mean, oh, man. Oh, that's cool. All right, why don't we do that? So I'm going to call them the Forked Tongue, unless we can come up with a cooler name before the first time this guy ever comes up with, plays. The Forked Tongue. No, it's Tongue. There we go. What am I doing? The Forked Tongue. Small sect of Despater worshippers that seek truth. Alrighty. We didn't come up with another personality trait. I can't think of one off the top of my head. The name of Despater. Call them the Axiom. I know. Let's see, Axiom. Honestly, what does Axiom mean? So let's go with define Axiom. Because like Axiom, a statement proposed in regards to being established, accepted, or self-evidently true. Okay. I actually fucking love that name. Done. Axiom. The Axiom is way better than the Forked Tongue, because I hated that name. Okay. Done. The Axiom. All right. No lisp. I'm not going to... I don't think Furious Rob would appreciate me making the character with a lisp. It'd be one of those like, oh, come on, man. You totally just like, stepped on my toes. Like, come on. You did something so cool, and then you ruined it. All right. Let's... takes everything way too seriously until he realizes it wasn't meant to be. And other personality trait is... doesn't drink water. Done. Doesn't drink water. Done. Cool. He just doesn't. He doesn't drink water. I think we're good. I think this is everything. We're able to have one magic item with this guy. He's level 5, so why the flippity flop not? Let's give him one magic item. My DMG is right here. So let's find yeah, you know, giggle fits amongst the interrogation. It probably would. Let's come up with what magic item I happen to have. So magic item. Let's see. Where is it? Because I never roll for magic items. That's just something I don't do. So I have to find the table for rolling for magic items. Here we go. You have to choose the table. A, B. How many tables are there? H. Say 8 tables? Okay, looks like 8 tables. So we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to roll for 8 tables. Rolled for table 2. It's table B. I have to roll a D100. I rolled a 58 on table B, which is magic item, a 2nd level spell scroll. Okay, now I have to go over to spell scrolls and see which one that one's going to be. Oh, I don't think you can roll for what spell it's going to be, are you? I don't think it's like 3rd edition where there's just going to be a whole bunch of spells that you can roll for it being. Don't think so. Spell scroll. Nope. 2nd level. So what 2nd level spell scrolls are going to be? Find Steed spell scroll. Done. Got it. Find Steed. You never know when you're going to need it. Scroll. Boom. I think we're good. I think we have this character. Oh, nope. We didn't choose our other 2 skills. Intimidation, obviously. Insight to see whether or not people are lying. Done. Insight, intimidation, investigation, all the eyes, and religion. Because, you know, religion. Cool. I love him. Roberk the Furious. He's great. Is he missing a weapon from the inventory? No. He's got his weapons. He's got dagger. And longsword. He's got his weapons. I mean, it might not be over here. It might not say long sword. Or dagger. So that might be there. And whether or not weight matters all depends on the DM. I mean, I personally am somebody that likes forcing weight onto people. Other people get mad at me for it. Ollie. They think it's just annoying record keeping. You know what I mean? B all the way up here. S all the way down here. I should probably do this actually slightly different. Put you under for scroll right here. And then let's just change the way that you're phrased. Okay. I think that's good. Oh, you just like being mad. You just like, grump, 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 grump. I'm happy now that I'm not happy. That's it for this character. So, we're going to start another character in just a moment. So, be right back in about 2 minutes, okay? See you in 2 minutes.